Hi, hello, and welcome to Tales Guild, everyone. I am the internet's Miguel Classico. Pronouns are they, he, and this is the fourth betrayal. The fourth betrayal is a legend of Eloso. It is also a story that we are telling via Daggerheart. And thirdly, if it can be many things at once, I'm being told that it can. It is also a fundraiser for the Americans for Immigrant Justice, an organization here in the US, based out of Florida, but operating all over the country that assists people with free legal aid to navigate the complicated and oppressive immigration court system, justice system, if you want to call it that, which I do not, that exists in this country. So now, more than ever, I believe it is important to support causes like theirs. So if you can, please do so. And if you do so through our campaign, you also get to affect the game in the form of giving advantages to the players, maybe giving them a hope, maybe giving me a little bit of fear to work with, something like that. Giving the players a random cool item that I get to pick from this book, Table Fables by Madeline Hale. This is not a plug. I just love this book. If you GM it at all, you should get it and just like love it forever. Or maybe hang out with me long enough and I'll just get it to you as a present. I don't know. Maybe not. But without further ado, I would love to introduce the rest of our cast, our amazing players, and then we're going to dive right into the story because, boy, do we have a great one for you this evening. Let's go ahead and let's do this alphabetically right now. Why not? Which I believe, Andy, means you will be kicking us off.
Hi, I'm first alphabetically. My pronouns are they, Andy. My name is Andy. And for today, I will be playing Maya Disa, the wordsmith bard siren. Yeah. I'll popcorn it over to Excel.
Yeah, I am second alphabetically. This is true. A does come. I mean, A does come before E, so this is true. Hello, I am here. I'm Extel. My pronouns are he, him, as are my characters. Atlas Starfall, who's a Skykin wildborn brawler, martial artist. So, let's go. Oh gosh, we're kicking it to more.
I was like, yes, it's me next.
Yeah.
Yes, we all know the alphabet. Hello, my name is Morgan, otherwise known as Attack on Morgan. My pronouns are she, they, and I will be playing Daisy Dia, a fawn beastbound ranger, and her pronouns are she, her, and she has a little skunk animal companion, Chrysanthemum, or Chrissy for short, and Chrissy's pronouns are she, her. And it is Rosie's turn.
Yeah, that's easy. Fun fact, I worked for a doctor who still used paper charts in the year of our Lord 2019 through 2021. So like alphabetical order, I spent all day putting charts back on shelves. Just doing nothing but alphabetizing people's names by last name. Anyway, hi, I'm Rosalie. You can call me Rosie or any other shortened nickname thereof. I use she, her pronouns, and I am here to play Kaja Latke. I'm sorry, my headphones just told me that it's low battery in the middle of that sentence, and it completely like, what? I charged you. Anyway, Kaja, she, her pronouns, wanderborn, human, wizard. Yeah.
All these things are true.
Back to Miguel, who is not after the R in alphabetical order. I'm gonna go switch my headphones.
I was like, do we go to Miguel or Morgan? But it's Morgan.
It was not me, turns out. I before E and all that. That doesn't apply here. Anyway, where did we leave off last time? I believe we had a bit of an adventure, folks. In episode 2, or chapter 2, if you're cool, and you're cool, so you're going to call it that. Thank you. We had a fight with sand in the form of sharks. Sand sharks, not land sharks. Don't come at me, SNL. This isn't about you. We fought them.
Never is.
One of them is known as the King Under the Sands because that big shark has a thing for eating people. Can't be helped. But what y'all did was help each other get away from that situation and just booked it to the next possible settlement that you could, which happens to be the town of Robertstown. Robertstown. We're going with it. It's even if it was different last time, it's that now. Whatever. But yeah, no, we can fix it in post. That's what I said. Anyway, we had a bit of a time here. We went to an establishment known as the Rusted Rhino. There was a band, there were drinks, there was a crowd surfing Skykin, as one does. And then also, I believe one of our party members went to Mabel's curio knickknack shop. What did Concha pick up at Mabel's? Yeah, Rosie, remind me. Rosie's still changing headphones. Anyway, like I said, we had a band, and then we all retired for the evening. Rodrigo went off on his own. He said he had something to see about repairing a wagonette, the captain's suite, as he calls it, his live-in wagon pulled by a couple of big birds, not Big Bird like the one from Sesame Street, but large beasts of burden. It is the following day. We find ourselves at the tavern slash not the tavern, the inn we stayed in last night. The Nervous Dryad. Why not? Going with that. Full disclosure, that didn't come out of the book. I just looked at it while I made something up. I shouldn't give away my secrets like that.
The Nervous Dryad is what they called me in high school, actually.
Because you liked trees?
Sure.
Anyway, we were at the Nervous Dryad. We'll say Wendell Lynn Clemens Fawn is our innkeeper. No, that's not the name. They are a fawn, right? They call those that here? Yeah. Is our innkeeper. Lovely individual, has been literally running up and down the walls, keeping food on the tables. It's a very busy establishment, one of the most popular here in Robertstown. Gwendolyn Clemens was a member of a adventuring group known as the Daring back in the day. And this establishment, the Nervous Dryad, that's what I said, and I have to live with it now, shows many, as much, just like paraphernalia, like all over the walls, some murals and other paintings just depicting various deeds of heroism done by the Daring over the years, right? In all of them, Gwendolyn seems very exaggerated. Y'all are starting to think maybe some of these might be a little over the top, and maybe Gwendolyn didn't do some of the things depicted in these. But then again, right, there are other like little shelves with items, treasures, and whatnot mounted on them. Some encased, some others. There are just dozens, right, at this point, probably uncountable, a number of coins hanging from strings from the ceiling of the dining area here of the inn and tavern, right? So imagine someone has taken just a coin, punched a hole in the middle, tied a string in it, and then tied it, fixed that to the ceiling somehow, right? There is even like in one corner of the establishment, you can see like kind of like a little metal punching device that people use to it's like gimmicky, right? But they're all just like hanging every time like the wind or like the door opens and closes. There's a little bit of breeze. You hear like a chiming noise from the coins hitting each other and stuff. They're from all over the lands and the times. Some of them are from lands before time. I had to say it. But just a nice eclectic collection of currencies from all over the world, dangling off of the ceiling. And like as I said, our fawn host will go like behind tables, like skirt up the wall, right, like the Prince of Persia, just to get up and down, right, very nimbly bimbly, if you will. If I may ask, what is on everyone's plate this morning?
Lots of meat.
Brilliant. As you're finishing up, Gwendolyn, she comes over and just like slides over another plate, just replaces the one you had, right? It's piled with briskets, eggs and whatnot. Even brings out like a secondary plate with a kind of like golden brown, just like textured sheet, piping hot, and it says, "Here you go, love. Try the hash browns. They go great with everything you got there."
Now I got a voice for Atlas, don't I? Hold on. I forgot I had an accent for him.
So
Forget-
real.
Gerard. It's basically Gerard.
Thank
It's
you.
southern.
He will grab one of the like larger like meat on a stick vibes. I mean, it's the bone, of course, but still. And comically just like shoves the whole thing in his mouth and pulls the bone out by itself, and he just chews it all down.
Amazing.
But he doesn't talk with his mouth full. That's rude.
Fair. Wendelin looks around the table. To top anyone else off, like what do we have going?
I think Maya is
Mhm.
sitting near where Atlas is, still in their sort of adjusted appearance of this very like sun-kissed skin, long-haired humanoid of some kind, and doesn't have anything on their plate, but has very quickly taken the like various forks and things on the table and is just using it to play with the magically created hair.
I believe that is called a thingamabob.
Mm,
Me too.
I thought I thought it's called a fork.
Oh, I guess that is just what we call it where I am from.
Oh, okay. That
Fantastic.
By the way, Miguel, when you asked what's on everybody's plate for this morning, my mind went, what does Daisy want to do this morning? Not what's actually
Not like
on
what you're
her.
eating, like your agenda for the day. Nice, brilliant. I mean, all answers are accepted here.
Uh,
Equally
Daisy has a plate of the 8-year-old kid that is never allowed to eat sugar at home, but they're out to eat, and so the parents are like, yeah, sure, whatever you want. So it's just like a stack of pancakes, and there's definitely like there's chocolate chip ones, there's sprinkle pancakes, just a mound of whipped cream with like more sprinkles and like chocolate sauce and like some berries on the side, because I feel like the innkeep was like, I gotta give this girl something that's not just pure sugar. Has not touched those really yet.
Sure.
I'm answering last because I was sitting here going, what do people eat in the desert? And then I remembered like commerce exists. So we're not limited to that. But I do think Kaja tends to go with whatever the local specialty is. So she would have been like chatting up Wendelin and just asking like, oh, does your cook have something they'd like to make? Is there something that you're known for here? Is there anything you have made with local produce that you got at the farmer's market? Like that kind of thing.
Oh no, absolutely. So thankfully, Wendelin lets you know that the cook in residence, one Lance Dabbins, halfling, and his son Yolo are the ones that run the kitchen. Yolo Dabbins, halfling. Anyway, don't worry about it. I'm sure he's a calm.
I kill him immediately.
Murder vagrants.
Don't. He only has one life.
One life to live. Anyway, Lance Dabbins has spent some time traveling. El Oso has familiarity with cuisines from all over, but has a special fondness for the cuisine of the southern regions of the continent, specifically around, say, Anahuac, the sisters, etc. So Wendelin, she just replies and say, Lance loves making up a mean plate of chilaquiles. Why don't I just get you one of those, right? in the business, we call them chilaquiles divorciados because it comes with both a red and a green sauce, a half and a half. Couldn't decide which, so we went with both. Just split the difference, if you will. That's a national thing. I think you can get this. It's like a sad ass name. I don't know why we call those when people are just funny like that.
Chrissy is in her own chair next to Daisy, and Daisy is feeding her all the berries.
I think seeing that, Maya is just going to sort of lean into the other two and very quietly whisper, it's gonna fart again. It's gonna fart a lot. I don't know if I can handle that.
We'll keep the tarp off the wagon when we start going.
You do realize that the spray isn't flatulence, right?
No, it smells like flatulence.
It is, in fact, urine.
I'm in what?
Here.
I said what I said. Can I have some more meat, please? I'm out.
Oh, absolutely, hon. I got you. Don't you worry about that. Lance will fix that right up.
You're on somebody's tab. Someone else that's not.
Oh yeah, no, this is all going on old Roddy's tab. Don't you worry. Y'all, his crew, right? Listen. Oh, right.
You know him.
Of course I know him. Look at the walls here. Right. Again.
So what's the tea?
Yeah, why does he want to punch Bob in the face?
Are they exes?
Did they
fuck? The same thing.
Oh,
I know what old Roddy's up to these days, but I mean, if you want the tea, listen, this place is fairly busy. I don't know if I have the time, as she's saying, like, I don't have the time to sit and is like pulling up a chair from, right? Like from another table, just sitting at it, like undoing her apron and stuff. And is like, look, y'all, thing y'all need to know about Roddy and Julian. No, they were not lovers. They never dated, kissed, none of that, although some of us just kind of wondered why they never just got it over with, you know what I mean?
Taja, I owe you a gold piece.
The great thing about Daggerheart currencies is that you could just hand one over and don't worry about tracking it, babe.
That's right.
I hand you a gold coin.
Also, I don't know if Miguel said this in the 3.5 minutes voice memo summary you got of the last session. We do have 2 additional handfuls of gold. All of us.
Nope. I will.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even remember that. So
I did.
Great. Thank you.
We spent it immediately.
I spent it. We got more gold because Miguel forgot that we only had 1 handful of gold to start and wanted to sell me a magic item.
Yeah, 2.
You got it from the bandits and the sharks and whatnot. Ooh. Now there's a rivalry. The bandits and the sharks. All over the desert.
Anyway, sorry to sidetrack.
Great. Who am I? Wendolyn.
Wendolyn.
Yeah, no. I mean, I suppose the story is a bit infamous, notorious, nefarious at this point. Yes. We all answered Rodrigo's call back in the day. Yes. 70 some odd years it's been, give or take. Couldn't say rightly. He had this idea, right, for all of us to just go out and do wild things, crazy things no one's had ever done before, right? That was a young thing, a fawn just out of out of culinary school. I wanted to see the world a bit before I settled down and decided what it was I was going to do with myself the rest of my 100, 200 some odd years, however long it is we fawns live. I'll let you know when I look it up later. And well, I thought, why not? His call to action, action, adventure before honor, all of that, right? And I just thought, why not leave it all behind and travel to the edge of the world to see what we saw, to see what we find, right? Julian was among us, right? One of the founding members of the Daring, just like I was.
Did he die?
He saved all our lives, is what he did.
Oh,
Guys, we get to the top of the world, the most, the furthest you can get from anywhere. I mean, this giant city of ruins, right? There's nothing. There's just stone, rubble, and glass, sand as far as the eye can see, and this eerie feeling that just whatever happened there left something behind. This sense of dread. I don't know what else to call it. Of tension. The whole time we were there, it just felt like something was not so much watching you as it was crawling the back of your neck. You see, so no, we didn't want to stay. We did what we said. We did what we sought out to do. We found the end of the world. We found the world bridge. And of course, Rodrigo's arrogant ass had to go further and mess with the damn thing. And now that, you tell me, what does he call it? His ridiculous tower?
Something. I
There.
don't remember.
You're not wrong, Atlas. I'm sure he does call it something.
Yeah.
They're
I
doing
just kinda
Wanderer
tune 'em out.
knows what. Bringing more people up north with him. Look, I don't begrudge Rodrigo for staying behind, right? What he's doing with his own is his, but and I don't hold any resentment towards. So I'm letting y'all, you know, stay here. No bad blood between me and him, but him and Julian, no, that's never gonna be right again.
I remembered the name. It's the tower that doesn't have pears in it. Right?
The tower
pe-
with the bear.
Yes, he always
Yes.
had.
Do you mean
Do you know-
Peerless? Is that like this is a genuine Rosie question because Rosie doesn't remember the
No,
name of it off the top of her head?
That is
Let
the
me
check my
joke I was
notes.
making, yeah.
Peerless. Okay, I
It's
was
the
like,
Peerless
I was
Tower.
desperately trying to remember what it was
Perilous.
called.
Perilous.
Perilous. Okay, I was like, is it Peerless or Perilous? Okay.
Tower.
Andy,
Bear.
Andy, good job.
Fantastic. Everyone.
Daisy's been kind of sitting there, like, with this, like, confused kind of look on her face, and she just, which is nothing new. She's usually confused. She just goes, "Do you know why he did what he did?"
I think something drew him to it. I mean, we were all in awe of. I mean, imagine coming upon a city that you've only ever heard of in legends, right? In storybooks. This massive site made by the first empire thousands of years ago, whenever it was, hundreds, thousands. When the numbers get that big, does it matter? You know, it was amazing, but it was all ruins, everything destroyed. The world bridge, as he called it, right, was just this empty temple, this stepped pyramid, right, folded in on itself with this massive device at its center, just wrecked beyond recognition. You couldn't tell up or down of it, right? It was just rubble and mess and crystalline debris crackling with energy. We wanted nothing to do with it. We said, we found the damn thing. Yes, let's go on home. Let's tell everyone what we did. And, you know, bask in the glory of being the ones to make it to the edge of the world. I thought that's what this was about. And he was furious. He said, no, this isn't about fame or fortune. This is about discovering the unknown, about doing what no one else has done. And I'm going to continue just that. And he stepped forward as he tried to activate it. We thought he was going to destroy us all, blow us all to smithereens, if you will. So Julian did the sensible thing, and he started just shaking us, you know, snapping us out of it, if you will, getting us out of there. It became a rift between the two of them, yes. Rodrigo insisting they stay and see it through. Julian saying, again, we did what we set out to do. Why risk our lives any further? And Rodrigo, I won't ever forget this. Looked him stead in the eyes. He said, the risk is everything. And then continued. It's the last I've seen of it. Sure, we've corresponded here and there. Was I surprised to see him show up here of all places? Absolutely. But as I said, bear him no ill will. It's been so long. How is he these days? How is Roddy?
Stressed.
I'm tired when I saw him.
He's okay. He has a cool card. But I'm sorry. You did name yourselves the daring, not the sensible, not the go home people, not the we found what we came for. Was that not in the realm of possibility to do something daring?
Well, you've got me there, my friend. You do make a point. Anyone who would like could perhaps make a instinct check on or around this conversation. You don't have
Now,
to.
what is this in regard? Is this like trying to suss out her feelings on the situation? What are we trying to suss out here?
I guess if anyone would like to suss anything out, let me know what it is.
I'm just trying to decide if the experience is applicable. Is why I'm asking.
I gotcha. I just want to remind people that there are options for rolling, and
Is this is this a reaction roll, or is this with hope and fear?
This would be an action. So yes, either hope or fear would generate with this roll.
Got 15 with fear.
I also got 15 with fear.
Hey.
Let's very quickly load Miguel's gun in the
Sorry, it's been a while. What do I roll with again?
You can roll
2d12. Make sure they're different colors.
2d12. Thank you. I remember exactly which dice.
Your character sheet for your instinct score, and you will add that for.
Yeah. I know that. I can remember the dice to roll with. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Perfect. Let me get back to my own fear tracker.
I got a 13 with fear.
Hey, let's make it 4 for 4.
Yeah, no, it was with fear. It was also only a 11. So
fear.
And we're dead.
Crashing down on top of us.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Everything is fine. Okay, let's say Atlas, Maya, you both fear there is something Gwendolyn is leaving out. Everything Gwendolyn says rings true. You just have this sinking suspicion that not the entire truth has been laid out. At this moment, Rodrigo appears down the stairs. He hears like a clomp, clomp, clomp as his green self comes down. You see him spot y'all and start walking towards. You see Gwendolyn. Oh, speaking of Roddy, there he is. Listen, you didn't hear any of that from me. It's up. Oh, Roddy, great to see. I have got to go wait some, and then just like disappears. Just waves and gotta wait some tables. Take care of some stuff. He comes down. And he's like, "What was that all about?"
Oh, Rodrigo, we heard so much from her.
Did y'all catch that?
We did. Catch what?
Yeah. Oh no, she was hiding things. Through like.
I knew it.
Who was hiding things?
Big down in the future.
Wendy, yeah.
Hiding what? Wendy, I'm sure she loves that. Yes, please call her that more.
Well, Wendy was telling us about, the daring Bob, the guy you want to punch in the face, and how you guys had,
Julian.
Jules, Bobby
Son of a
Boots.
bitch.
Yeah, son of a bitch.
It's amazing
guys
that that's
went-
your reaction every single time you hear the name. It's no
It's
dwindling
bad
of the
enough.
ring.
Just stay in his town. You don't have to mention his name every 5 goddamn seconds.
It is
That's right.
fun. It's like a call and response on a
Could
ship.
also
and
be
turning
stuff.
named
red.
It was kind of hard to not.
His
You know,
green scales have a tinge of red to them. Like,
you want some meat?
Of course I want some meat.
what kind of question is that? Just like out of his coat, like a fork appears. It's just-
Not
like
pocket
pissed.
pork.
But
He doesn't
he
have a
said-
pocket fork.
Oh.
I don't have one. Anyway, please proceed.
Proceed.
What did he say? What did she
Oh,
say?
she-
What did Wen do?
She said that you all went and found the world bridge, and you were like, I'm gonna turn it on. And then they were like, no, don't. Let's go home. And then you were
Cowards!
like, no. And they were like, yes. And they pulled you away from it or something like that. And then you and
Yeah.
Bobby just never looked the same since. She did also say that the two of you,
That's
so much sex
goddamn no.
all the time.
Is it true?
I mean, this is more or less how it happened. I'm sure she sounds like she may have left out a few things.
Confirmed. Y'all
But-
did smash.
We were there for discovery. Of course. Wait a minute. Yeah, his face with my fist as he tried to leave with my people. He took half of them with him. The bastard.
You must have had a good reason for doing what you did, right?
Well, I mean,
You always have a good reason for the things that you do.
indeed I do. Yeah, see, I had a good reason. Case closed. Detectives. Good for you. You found me out.
Well, we should celebrate for closing the case. Anybody want to go back to that place where I was crowd surfing?
I don't think they're open this early in the day.
No, that's fair.
It is morning time now. Also, I am not a detective. I do hope you know that. Looking at Rodrigo.
7:30 in the morning. This is what I get instead of coffee.
I slide my coffee mug that I have been actively drinking out of, but I know our dear innkeeper is not going to be bringing this man more coffee, so I just slide my 3/4 full coffee mug over across the table to him. It's already got sugar and cream in it. Sorry.
It's like disappears before they just hits down. I appreciate you. So yes, now you know me and whoever. You doesn't even live in this town, right? They still named it after him.
So we don't get to go punch Julie in the face? I thought that's why we came here.
He's not here. That's kind of a bummer, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, we came here for repairs and supplies.
And to punch
Yes.
Bob in the face.
Yeah,
If
and then
it
we
wouldn't-
were gonna break Rod out of prison, and then it was gonna be fun.
Yeah. We
I
possibly
could track
fucking
him if you would like. I am very good at finding people and things.
You could punch his statue, though that might hurt.
That will definitely hurt.
Statue, ridiculous. You know, the statue doesn't even show the chunk of ear that he's missing from when I bit. When I got things to do, he gets up. It's just
How do you bite him in the
Aja has
ear?
somehow got another mug of something sipping at no, keep talking.
Did he- Did he not hear you coming?
Oh,
I think it was the heat of the moment.
Mm. No, it's teeth. That's how you bite things.
Yes, that is true.
not wrong.
I've bitten things with other stuff before.
I
I
don't
have
think it's biting him.
A lot.
You've been bitten a lot?
Yes.
By
By lots
Maya,
of
you got
different
bitten
animals.
by a sand shark yesterday.
That, yes, you did.
yeah, but everyone saw that. I didn't see Daisy get bit, but nothing.
Well, I am a ranger, so occasionally the missions that I go on involve going after certain types of beasts, and most of them do not like it when I fight them, or when we fight them, as I pet Chrissy on the head. So I have lots of scars and bite marks, and like she gestures to like wait, I'm trying to remember, what does she wear? Right, no. Yeah, she has like detachable sleeves, so she'll like roll up the sleeve a little bit, and like you would see like various like claw marks and scratch marks and bite marks. Like she's she's been through a lot.
Gonna very quickly check to see if any of the teeth mark on Daisy look like the teeth mark I leave behind on people. Just real quick.
Oh my god.
Just check to see whether or not that's a thing that has happened to her.
GM.
I'm gonna leave that between y'all.
How much
I mean,
sailing does Daisy get up to?
Right?
I want you to roll for it. Miguel, what would they roll?
I don't.
Would it be instinct or knowledge?
I think it could be either, in the way that like a medicine skill could be either, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. It could be either, but I think we also need to agree on whether or not Daisy's ever been bitten by a siren in the
Probably. Let's be so for real. Probably.
Really?
Probably.
Wow.
Yeah. Daisy's kind of Daisy would have told you she's been kind of everywhere.
Mhm.
She has like traveled she's been most places. The Towering City though is not one of them. So I guess like 6 or above there is a siren mark on her, below that there isn't. Is that how we should rule it? I think that's how we should rule it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
While that's happening, Atlas is going to get up and do something, but resolve that.
Yes.
To see it, I rolled a 15 with fear. To see whether or not she has been bit, I rolled a 7.
Yes, and you see it.
There you go.
Hey, so Daisy. Approximately, maybe kind of, if you can throw a ball in the general area of when you got I don't know, this one.
Why would I throw a ball to figure out when I got that scar?
Oh, that does make sense. Do you remember when anyway?
It was probably... I gotta check my notes for something. Hang on.
Not Maya tripping on backstory.
No, I'm trying to do timeline stuff. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. It was probably couple years ago. It was probably around the time when I started doing missions on my own. Well, on our own. As I refer to Chrissy.
Would you say that that's at least more than 30 years ago?
No.
Damn. How soon-ish? What's a couple? Like 25?
Oh, I do not know. I do not know how old I am because fawns live for a long time, and I cannot remember what my birthday is. So I would say maybe around 3 years ago.
Okay, I was gonna say, was it before or after you met me? Okay. Okay.
before.
Okay. Hmm. So there's do you know beeswax works if you mix it with cotton, and when you're
What is
when you're
happening?
when you're out at sea, just shove them deep in there. It feels nice. I've been told it's a good idea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I do not know what that has to do with this scar.
Oh, that's nothing. It's a tangent. Oh, ode Maya back on another tangent. By the way, Katja, happy birthday. Oh, sorry, no, Daisy, happy birthday.
Who's his?
I do not think it is my birthday, but I do not know for sure. So, thank you, Maya.
Could
Yeah.
be
I could be right.
You could be.
accurate.
Asha's just drinking. Somehow she now has 3 mugs in front of her as she's just been sipping her drink through this entire thing. What's Atlas doing?
Yeah, I was about to be like, what is Atlas doing?
Slide on over to Atlas. What have you been up to?
While that was happening, Atlas got up because
Mhm.
Atlas had a stray thought, and he does what he wants. So, so whenever he has a stray thought, he follows it. So he goes over, and he's curious, I think. So he goes over to find Gwendolyn, if she's still there.
Oh yeah, when no one's around.
And there's no hostility in his voice as he does this, but it is very like flat and like, tell me if it makes sense type of vibe. He's like,
Mhm.
what were you hiding?
As you come
What were
over,
you-
Gwendolyn's like in the middle of talking to another table, and you just no, over there, and the green one just punches him in the face. You're trying to get us all to stay. What do you mean? What? Oh, wow, hi. Oh dear.
What were you hiding?
What was I hiding, dear?
We can talk over there if you want, and not in front of people if you don't want to. But you were holding back something, and I'd like to know what it is.
All right, fine. You deserve to know. Come with me. Leads you back into the kitchen, right? You go through the there's like a slide, like a one of like sliding, not sliding, revolving doors. Like it's on a swivel, right? So you just push through, comes in, swings in and out. You're back there. There's a halfling over the flat top, right? 2 of them actually. Lance and Yolo are there. They both have like little stools to like help them. They're just Yolo's flipping pancakes. Lance is taking care of the rest or whatever. They're like using all that kitchen shorthand, like I need 2 green, some I got nothing. But whatever. Be completely ignorant. She's like, ignore this, they're fine, whatever. It goes, there's like a small, like squarish table there, like off on the side, like up against one of the walls, you can tell is like just there for staff and whatnot to like have a chill. She sits with a coffee mug that she had like neglected to put down at the table. She was like going to serve it, but then just like walked away with it, right? Sees it, kind of like finds an empty mug, pours about like a quarter of it out, pulls out like a little flask, pours the contents of it into the mug, gives it a stir. She's like, all right. What do you want to know? What did I hold back?
Yeah, you seem like you didn't want to say something, and
I reckon you folk are heading up to the towering city with Rodrigo. We all joined up with his, what does he call it? His discovery group, his research, right? They're rebuilding.
I don't know. Again, I tone
Why
him out
are
a lot of times when he talks, so I forget. I
why
just know
are
what he's
you
doing.
following him up north then? Through this hellscape, and he kind of gestures like, generally to the north, like this hellscape of a desert.
We have our reasons. It's for someone close to us.
Let me ask you this. Where's Trixibel? He doesn't leave that godforsaken city without her anymore. Yet I don't see her here. What did I hold back? Don't go with him. Do not set foot in that cursed place. I don't know that I can rightly tell you what we saw there, because I don't know what was real and what wasn't real. I can just say that some of the things still cause me to wake up in the middle of the night, unsure of whether I'm here or there, whether I'm safe or not, and wondering how many of them I carried back with me. Ghosts isn't the right word. If the ghost is the remnant of a dead thing, I don't know that those things were fully dead. But we put them down nonetheless. That's why we left. The city wasn't abandoned, wasn't empty when we got there. But we can't really say anything living was there either. We cut through them. We made it to the tower, to the bridge, to Rodrigo's impossible prize. By then we'd all had enough, starved, wounded, some of us dead. Don't go with him.
Now take your advice into consideration. You stopped adventuring, right? After
My first and last trip with the daring. And look at them now. This rot Julian has taken them, made them almost a mockery of what Rodrigo had originally set out, right? This group of thrill seekers and inheritors wasting their fortunes on big ships and delving into mountains just to say that they've seen these things, right? Sure, that's how Rodrigo sold it to us, but part of me thinks he expected us to just do this one thing and stay there with him, but I also don't know that he knew what we'd find. It's hard to say with that one, what he's even thinking, what goes through his head, what motivates him. We thought it was the thrill, yes, the thrill of the discovery. But once we got there, he was obsessed with this bridge. And now I've heard they're not even rebuilding the city like they say. They're just taking every bit of discarded building of everything usable, everything restorable, and just building a tower around that beam of light, whatever it is, right? They're not building out, they're building up, they're covering it, surrounding it. For what? He won't say. I hardly see him, right? I've done him the favor of letting y'all stay here for free, I might add. Do I feel guilty for what happened? Sure. But I want no part of this beyond my hospitality here. And you shouldn't either.
The motto of my people has always been, well, at least for me, some of them fall short. But I do what I want. I'll always do what I want. And I'll relay this information to my friends. And whether they choose to or not continue is up to them. But I don't think they won't continue. If you're worried about us for some reason, don't worry. I found that oftentimes my fist is enough to overcome just about any and everything I come across. Thanks for sharing.
Sure knows how to pick them. You sound just like him.
Maybe that's why we'll win. All right. Thanks for sharing. I was just curious. Hey, when we come back, maybe we'll come here first and have some more of your meat. It's good stuff. I like the way you char it. He starts to stand up and he like picks off a plate that's like ready to order, like ready to go out. He like picks something off of there and eats it. Well, that's pretty good. All right.
Fantastic.
Thanks for sharing. You're wonderful. And if you're holding on to something that's making you wake up like that, I don't know rightly how to tell you to fix it, but I think doing what you can for yourself is never something you should feel guilty about. Ciao now. And he walks away.
Right. Yeah. Just sitting there, just sipping her coffee. Right. You may not. I don't know. I don't know if you look back, but if you were to, you'd see her picking off the same plate. Right. It's like, oh, this is ruined now, and just goes and grabs like a bit herself, and just and then eventually just grabs the whole plate and puts it back on, puts it on the little table. She's like, yes, there, Lance. I can wait. Just has just like idly like this, just kind of looking at it, eating off of it. How is the conversation back at the table now that Rodrigo has joined you?
I would have sent Chris. I would have after Maya and I's conversation sort of like devolved a little bit. I would have turned to Chrissy and just said, "Go find Atlas," and I would have sent Chrissy to sort of scout and find Atlas because she can do that.
I think you should have found Atlas easily enough. It's not a huge place, you know. I don't think we need to. We don't need to bring dice into this.
So
Probably goes back holding her.
Oh, that'd be adorable.
Oh, wait, you see the vest pocket?
Like just tucked in, now, like one of those baby carriers.
Brilliant. Absolutely.
Oh, the pocket works.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
I found it on
Of
my way
course it
back here.
works. I patterned it.
Of course it works.
That is very true.
Rodrigo's at the table.
No, he left, didn't he? Oh, I thought he left.
No, he
I don't know.
sat down with us, right?
He said just kind of brooding, we'll say.
As one does.
Mhm.
He didn't know where to go. He's like, just he's remembered.
I thought you were
his wagon
going to
stuff.
get thirds. Were they out? Asking Atlas this as Atlas is returning.
Yeah.
No, I had a piece of something off somebody's plate, but I just wanted to talk to. Wasn't Wendy?
Yeah, Wendy.
Yeah.
So, what did she say?
I learned something funny. I look right at Rodrigo. She says we shouldn't go with you.
Oof.
Of course you did.
Oh.
Why? Gwendolyn. Coward. Just like Julian.
I don't think she's a coward. I think she's just taking care of herself, which is nothing wrong with that.
Let me guess. She told you one of her ghost stories. Seeing things in her dreams. Yeah.
She did, yeah.
Just like Wendy.
Is she prone to prophetic dreams? Why do you seeing things in her dreams? Why is that?
That is
Seems
something that
like she's
happens.
traumatized by whatever they saw in that place that we're going to.
Oh.
Oh.
As I have said, and as all of you know, the Obsidian Desert is not the friendliest of places in this world. So yes, we saw some things. We fought some things, perhaps. Creatures on the way there, on the way through. You have to, watch out for fire pits. Those can happen. Just watch your step and don't bark the sand as you walk through it. You'll be fine.
Ghosts, though. Atlas said ghosts.
Ghosts.
You said ghost stories.
Yes.
She said she couldn't quite tell if they were alive or not alive, or somewhere in between. But apparently there was things that they saw there, and she warned us against going there.
So incorporeal.
I would. She says ghost. I say echo. Perhaps.
Yeah.
Oh.
What it's the memento of a past. You realize we are going to a place of great historical import. Yes, many things of significance happen there. This place carries a weight to it that is not physical. And you all know as well as I do that emotion, memory, are a type of memory or a type of energy themselves, almost their own kind of magic. Yes. So, not alive, no, not dead, but rather a remnant of what was once there. And
Ronnie, my
sometimes-
biggest concern is just that you did not tell us this before. We're going there to get Trixie. We're going. Why wouldn't you want us to be as prepared as possible for what we're going to face?
They're not an issue anymore. The things left behind. All right. They've been satisfied.
Are they gone?
They are no longer a problem. Yes. No, they're gone. Our concern is the tower and Trixibel's disappearance into said tower. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Satisfied how?
They required
Sacrifice?
offerings. No, nothing of the sort, but physical objects. We reconstructed homes. We put things right that were broken. We set wards. Sent, to be perfectly honest, sent some of them on their way. That's not quite right, but rather these things that were once hindrances, maladies, perhaps even dangers to us, we have found ways to redirect and incorporate them into the tower itself. The walls carry memory. The stones that we make the tower of are just the walls of the city. Yeah.
I call bullshit. Is there?
Say,
Is there? Yeah, because Wendelin was saying that they weren't building anything but the tower there, and now Rodrigo's like, we were building homes and stuff for people. So I'm like, hey, yo, bro, inside here,
Valid.
instinct here.
Yeah, we'll go with instinct.
Oh, so you helped them?
Like,
Why
Is
would
it
a memory
double-
need to move on? Doubles
Is it
are a
double
crit.
above a 6 or just any double?
Any
Any
double
Any
double.
double's a crit.
Any
Okay,
doubles
I
crit.
got a double
It's a
4.
critical situation.
I got a double 4 here. 8 for a total of 11.
No, you're great. So as long as it's a crit, you gain a hope, it clears stress if you have any to clear. And then you automatically succeed. So yeah, take your hope. You could tell, yeah, he's not. Their story, like you said, their stories aren't adding up.
Matching.
They're not matching. They're conflicting. So yeah, how do you call out his B's to the S?
Atlas, I think, just like in the middle of Rodrigo talking, just looks at everybody else and is like, all right, well, one of them is lying because she says something different. So we just got, just like talking to everybody else. So we just got to be prepared going in there, is all.
Well, she is obviously lying. Rodrigo would not lie about this.
Thank you. Thank you. Goals.
Everybody lies. I lie.
But not about something important like this.
I don't know, but if you want to believe him, that's true. He did just say we were like, "Is there bad stuff there?" And he was like, "Not really," and which is really a non-answer when you really think about it. It's kind of like if there is bad stuff there, he could claim that he, said that he didn't say that there wasn't, and if there aren't, he could say that he was just right.
I
You know
mean,
what I
the
mean?
fact that Trixie Belle went missing there is probably
Something like
was
it.
evidence that there were bad things there.
Can I turn to Rodrigo and go, are there dangerous things there that you think we need to know about?
No. I do not think there are any dangerous things you need to know about.
Okay. I trust you.
That was very particular phrasing there, Rodrigo.
Danger is the tower itself. It took Trixie from us. We need to get her back.
And we will.
The
We just want to have the best
memories-
possible chance to.
the remnants, the spirits, whatever they were, are no longer an issue.
Why
So
do you say
those-
that?
He
Because,
already
as I said,
he already said.
Took care
He
of
said they took care of them. They're not an issue. So it will be fine. I do not understand why all of you are so, what is the right word? Why all of you are so, oh God, this is so Morgan forgetting the word not me. Not Daisy. It's me the player. Oh my God, what's the word? What's the word when you like don't believe someone? Like doubting? Oh, I guess that's the right word.
Skeptical.
Skeptical. I do not understand why you are doubting Rodrigo. He has done nothing to show us that we should not trust him.
I don't say I don't trust him. I just don't believe him. But which are
That is
different
the
things.
same thing.
No, I trust him to
Ooh.
save my life or I trust him to come back and help us if it suits, if it needs to be done. But as far as believing in things that he says, what he does is different sometimes than what he says. So
it's true.
I do.
I'm saying that now.
I do doubt him, if I am to be honest. Many men believe that ghosts, echoes, and grief are things to be controlled, and that, though weightless as they are,
They do not always tend to be, and one can only know when the weight of them drags them down, down, below. Tell me, Rodrigo, do you lie? And I would like to cast Tell No Lies.
So good.
So bad.
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Oh.
Iconic.
All right. Spellcasting roll against target within very close range on a success. They cannot lie to you while they remain within close range, but they are not compelled to speak. If you ask them a question, they refuse to answer. They must mark a stress, and the effect ends. The target is typically unaware the spell has been cast on them until it causes them to utter the truth. All right. Let's make that spellcasting roll.
That is a 15 with hope.
With hope. All right. Eat your hope. I mean, take your hope. What you do with it is up to you. Rodrigo just starts getting flustered, right? Again, these greenish scales, with a orangey red tinge. As he's like, do I lie? No. Yes, I did lie. That's not great. Do I? What are we supposed to say? We arrived at the city, and glowing white hot memories with bodies of obsidian attacked us, and we put them down. Yes, of course. We're using the stones that seemingly came to life all around us to build an encasement around this burst of energy that seems to go in the sky and have no end. Yes, we're building it so we can climb up the damn thing and see if it ever does end. But do we have problems with spirits, with ghosts, with hauntings now? No. Because as I said, we took care of it. Bound them into the tower, whatever they were. And now they don't bother us. Yes.
You just said it. You just went out and said it. It was real nice. Thank you.
I'm not distrustful of you, Rodrigo. I just want us to have the best possible chances of rescuing Trixie Belle and having as much information as possible before we go to try to do that is important to help us succeed. You understand that?
Yes, of course. Trixie Belle.
I intend.
Now, what
to
was
stay.
that tone?
I just don't appreciate being in. Oof, now I'm losing the word. Enchanted. To have the truth wrung out of me.
Well, then you
have-
shouldn't have waited until that was necessary.
I do not know if that was necessary.
Well, whether or not it was necessary, who's to say at this point, but it is worth noting, friends, that chains will break over time. Nothing is bound forever. I'd intend to go for Trixie Belle still. I mean, Trixie Belle's cool. So, of course we're gonna go get her still. I just wanted to know.
You could have simply just asked instead of enchanting. You do not get to just enchant people to do whatever you want them to do, Maya. You did that before in the desert, and you just did that right now.
To
Yeah.
be fair, we did ask. They still lied.
Well, Daisy, maybe there's just some things that are Maybe it's just in some people's nature.
You need to be careful with
Nature not.
nature.
Rodrigo gets up.
It-
He's like, either way, I have arrangements to attend to. You all feel free to finish up your food and this and that. As he walks away, each tale, our other companion, Daisy's mentor, walks by. You kind of just hear, "Morning, Rodrigo. What are you lying to them about today?" And just passes by him.
Now you, I have questions for. Cause like turning with her like 6th coffee mug now, you realize that she has basically created a little pour over. She has the carafe of water at the like cold water at the table, and has like with Molt at the bottom of a mug is like doing her little pour over coffee apparatus because she didn't want to bother.
That's hilarious. Your little
She didn't.
elemental friends. Amazing. Okay, yeah. So you've got your own coffee setup situation.
We didn't have
Claudia just
time.
sits yawning like that,
after-
or not Claudia, you're Claudia.
We didn't have
Michelle
time.
sits.
We didn't have time.
Only-
After with the whole pouring her a coffee.
Mhm.
The sharks and the sinkhole coming at us and all of that. So what did you mean by that was the first betrayal?
Oh, of the Wanderer. You mean, yes, of course, dearie. I mean, her tale is a sad one indeed, right? Of our beloved storm deity that roams the sea of grass. Mortal kind, especially in the beginning, was not good to her. So, the Semazot, even though not mortal, Kamazot, was just the first. That betrayal bound her as an ocean to the world for countless of our years. I don't even know that I would know how to describe a span of time so long. I thought we all, maybe not. Perhaps not everyone knew this. Not everyone is inclined to learn the histories of our other worlds and our gods, as some of us are, but that betrayal kept her from wandering the world ever again. And the next came after mortal kind wrote, and then the next. And now
I
she
knew
is
about
so-
that stopping her from wandering. But what
Well, tell me,
happened
child.
after?
What do you know of the Shattering War? Do you know how the islands came to be the way they are?
Is this common enough knowledge that Kaja, as somebody who is a big fan of history and local stories of all the places she's traveled, would have known?
Honestly, if being yeah, I think so. I think if a fan of history would know more or less, maybe not like tons of the specifics,
Like local
behind-
stories and folk tales of where she travels. So yeah.
Mhm. So yeah, if Kaj had ever been to either the northern or southern Shattered Islands, would know some of it at least, right?
Mm-hmm. And let's say I don't have the timeline open right now.
Sure. It was a different time then, right? The First Empire was lost, broken by the 400. the host of heaven that emerged from the world bridge when they tried to open it. The host that destroyed the city we head toward thousands of years ago. Long after the First Empire was no more, the sun and the moon kingdom rose in different parts of the world. Not to compete with each other, but to cohabitate. Or maybe that's the wrong word. But there was a harmony between the two. But a dissonance within the moon kingdom itself, which led to the Shattering War, the Civil War, we would call it. Yeah. Two siblings, both let me back up. A sovereign with two heirs, one set to inherit the throne, another that decided he deserved it more. And so when it came time to bend the knee, as it were, right? Acknowledge the new sovereign, the new monarch of the Sun Kingdom, he could not. And thus he rose his sword and his bannermen against his sibling. The war was long and brutal, if the stories are to be believed. The storybooks, or the history books are, say. And it was this young prince's betrayal of the Wanderer once again that led to what were once our peninsula, I suppose, large tracts of land, to become the groups of disjointed islands that they are now. He found a way to scoop up, to take an ocean and set it loose against his enemies as if it were a rain of arrows. The storm that he set loose engulfed a continent from the north to the south. The rains, the lightning strikes did not end until there was practically nothing left of the Moon Kingdom. Until what was prosperous, fruitful, beautiful land is charred rock from northern tip to southern tip. Nothing survived. The Moon Kingdom did not survive. Sure, it exists now, but it's nothing of what it was. It's a city. Right. Nothing more than a city and some tracts of land that the Sun Kingdom sovereigns, monarchs, were merciful enough to grant their counterparts when their own lands fell, when their own lands became uninhabitable. Of course, they're inhabited now. The reclamation claims those lands, right? The Delphinian refugees have made it their own, and they're just now as much Elosian as anyone else here. But no, those islands were once much more than they are. Much more habitable, much more livable. Now it's much like the lands up here, right? Just ruin and dust and memories refusing to die. That was the
Thank you.
betrayal we spoke of. That poor goddess.
I think
Oh yeah, no, you go.
I think at Memories Refusing to Die, Maya is going to get up from the table and just kind of walk outside.
Okay. Anybody else?
Atlas, you all hear, if you weren't looking at him, you hear a snore coming from him.
Kasha will smack him on the back of the head.
This is the first betrayal and all that. That's good stuff. I remember that too.
Rude.
Remember that too.
The first betrayal for me was my grandpa took my he took my first weapon that I ever used, which was a bow staff. And I found out my fists were better, so it worked out. But I did feel betrayed, so I get it. I understand.
One would at that. Each tale says. So tell me, young Atlas, how I don't know that I know the story of how you met our friend Rodrigo. I know Daisy's because, well,
I get up and I walk outside where Maya is.
ooh, let's talk about that. Let's talk about outside.
And I will say very purposefully, it wasn't until Ishtal brought up how Daisy met Rodrigo.
Bum bum bum. Where do we find Maya outside? We're doing what?
I think Maya hasn't made it too far from the nervous dryad. And where we find them is on one of these like store windows that's nearby. It's sort of just kind of tapping on the glass, looking at their reflection.
Daisy, as you approach.
Yeah, I think I think for Atlas, I think like Daisy gets up and starts walking off, and I think Chrissy starts probably like pawing at you to be like, "Let me out."
Oh, yeah. 1 second. No, hold on. Like rips open his shirt. You're free now.
If you keep doing that, I'm going to stop sewing them back together eventually.
Everyone loves a good shirt rip. I'm just saying.
Oh my god. Of course.
So yeah, I think honestly, I think Daisy isn't fully intending to look for Maya. I think Daisy just kind of walks out with Chrissy sort of following behind. And then are you just looking at your reflection in the window?
Yeah, sort of like tapping on the glass, and you will notice that for the most part, as like Maya is tapping on the glass right now, they're sort of in a form of glamour. This isn't what they actually look like, and is sort of tapping on the parts that aren't real.
I'll walk up to Maya. What are you doing?
You know, just taking a look at this, trying to think about what people might like more, maybe what's less unsettling.
But this is not you.
I mean, it could be. Do you not like it? I can change it. What do you want it to be?
I do not want you to be anything other than yourself.
No. I don't think you mean that.
I do.
You have to be... No, you said it, Daisy. Nature is something we have to be very careful with.
Yes. I have seen what nature can do. But that is not what this is about.
Why do you say that? How is this different?
Because I do not think you have the whole story. And I know stories are important to you.
Do you have the whole story?
I have a part of the story. That is usually how it goes. I do not typically have the whole story. I have parts, but those parts tell me a lot more.
I have parts of stories too. When people are gone, you're right, there are echoes, there's ghosts. And those you can pull back very easily. People like to talk about things like emotions refusing to die, memories that refuse to be forgotten, like there's something that aren't alive. I assure you, Daisy, they're very, very alive.
I believe that. I grab Maya's hand and like push it down so he'll stop.
You not like it when I tell people to do things. The eyes glaze over and they do it anyway.
I did not like that none of you were believing Rodrigo. And I got upset because I owe him everything. And I
Okay.
trust him. And I do not think that he would lead us into a situation that we were not prepared for.
Oh, well, every captain believes their ship is unsinkable.
Nice.
Perhaps.
I like Trixie Belle. I do. I do think she's cool. I do think she's nice, and I'd like to get her back. So I'll follow Rodrigo if, he says he will lead her to us and help us get her back. But, you know, how do you feel knowing that you were upset that we didn't trust him, but he lied?
That is an interesting question. I think sometimes people lie or do not tell you everything because they do not think you need to know.
And why do they get to make that decision for you?
Because they know better?
How do you know that?
Because I trust them.
Oh boy.
So does everyone you trust know better?
I think so. I do not tend to put my trust in people that I do not believe in.
So, do you not believe in yourself?
What do you mean?
You never seem to think that you know better. If the only people that know better are the people you trust and the people you believe in, it sounds like that's not you.
Well, I have not thought of that before. I do not I do not make good decisions typically, and sometimes they get people hurt, and so other people know better than me. It is why Ishtal is a really great mentor, and why I trust and believe in Rodrigo, and why I am friends with all of you. Everyone
As,
makes better decisions than me.
as you say that, sort of like booming, we'll say, voice from behind, as each of you, like, a hand clasps your shoulder. Friends of Rodrigo, you say? Well, then you must be friends of mine as well. As you turn around, a tall, strapping elf with just a little bit ear missing. Julius Roberts. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Maybe you've heard of me. And we'll go ahead and go to break with right there, folks. Julius. Anyway, thank you so much everyone for joining us here for the first half of the fourth Betrayal. Come on back and see us here in just a few. We're gonna keep the action going, but until then, take care of yourselves and each other.